This video is about blackbody radiation and Planck's law. Usually, when the surface of an object is exposed to light, a part of radiant energy is generally reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part of it is transmitted. In 1860, Gustav Kirchhoff stated, "The bodies with infinitely small thicknesses completely absorb all incident rays and neither reflect nor transmit any. I shall call such bodies perfectly black, or, more briefly, black bodies." But Planck noted three requirements upon a black body. The body must, 1. Allow radiation to enter but not reflect, 2. Possess a minimum thickness adequate to absorb the incident radiation and prevent its re-emission, 3. Satisfy severe limitations upon scattering to prevent radiation from entering and bouncing back out. A black body is an idealized physical body that absorbs all incident electromagnetic radiation, regardless of frequency or angle of incidence. The name black body is given because it absorbs radiation in all frequencies, not because it only absorbs. Indeed, a black body can also emit radiation. A widely used model of a black surface is a small hole in a cavity. Radiation incident on the hole will pass into the cavity and trapped inside. Suppose the cavity is held at a constant temperature and the radiation trapped inside the enclosure is at thermal equilibrium with the cavity. The hole in the cavity will allow some radiation to escape. If the hole is small, temperature of the cavity is in equilibrium, which allows radiation to pass out and come in without temperature change. The amount and type of electromagnetic radiation they emit is directly related to their temperature. This escaping radiation will exhibit a distribution in energy characteristic of the temperature, which is related to the energy of the radiation by the Planck's equation E equals hf, with E equals energy, h equals Planck's constant, f equals frequency. But practically, at any given time the radiation in the cavity may not be in thermal equilibrium, but the second law of thermodynamics states that if any body is left undisturbed, it will eventually reach equilibrium, although it takes very long time. Typically, equilibrium is reached by continual absorption and emission of radiation by material in the cavity. Radiation entering the cavity will reach equilibrium temperature by this mechanism. Black bodies in real, it has long been known that a lamp black coating will make a body nearly black. An improvement on lamp black is found in manufactured carbon nanotubes. The carbon nanotubes absorbs nearly 99.955% of radiations. In 2009, a team of Japanese scientists created a material called nanoblack, which is close to an ideal black body, based on vertically aligned single-walled carbon nanotubes. This absorbs between 98% and 99% of the incoming light. Other examples of nearly perfect black materials are super black, prepared by chemically etching a nickel-phosphorus alloy, vertically aligned carbon nanotube arrays, and flower carbon nanostructures, which absorb 99.9% of light or more. Applications. They also have application as solar energy collectors and infrared thermal detectors. As a material with black body behavior would create an efficient heater, particularly in space or in a vacuum where heating is unavailable. They are also useful in telescopes and cameras to reduce contrasts and to absorb unwanted lights. Stars and planets. A star or planet often is modeled as a black body. The photosphere of the star is the layer where the emitted light is generated. The photons of light interact with the material in the photosphere of the star and achieve a common temperature that is maintained over a long period of time, similarly as happened in a cavity with hole. Some photons escape and are emitted into space, but the energy they carry away is replaced by energy from within the star, so that the temperature of the photosphere is nearly steady. Changes in the core lead to changes in the supply of energy to the photosphere, which cause changes in the energy of the escaping radiation. By observing the changes in the radiations, we can study the changes in the core of the planet or stars. Black holes. A black hole is a region of space from which nothing escapes. Around a black hole, there is a mathematically defined surface, called an event horizon, that marks the point of no return. It is called black because it absorbs all the light that hits the horizon, reflecting nothing, making it almost an ideal black body. The energy distribution of emission is described by Planck's law with a temperature T. T is equal to h into c cube divided by 8 pi g kbm, where c is the speed of light, h is the reduced Planck constant, kb is the Boltzmann constant, g is the gravitational constant, and m is the mass of the black hole. These predictions have not yet been tested either observationally or experimentally. For more videos, subscribe to our channel.